Hi everyone, thank goodness it's Friday night, the 6th day of March, day 66 of my journey to alignment. Another Friday in the books. My power statement for this morning was, I will get 3 more slides done by the end of the day today, period. I stepped out on a limb a little bit with this one, but take a look at this. Let me show you this. Okay, boom. By aligning all 3 of your minds, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your vibrational mind, which Croy Sater talks about on his audio series, you're going to love that, or what I call the incomprehensible it, that vibrational mind that reaches out to the universe and attracts anything and everything. So many wonderful things can come to you, and I call that incomprehensible it. You'll be able to align your business to those same laws, and therefore they'll catapult your business into ongoing flow of sustained growth and stability, with new success principle after new success principle, bringing the very things you need to succeed. You're going to love it. And lastly, episode 4 of my Mindset is Everything podcast series. Episode 4 of the podcast is Build Your Amazing Life by Going to the Movies. I'm just going to leave it at that. You're going to love that podcast. Okay, so there you go. I love that. There's another sample of a slide I built out and completed today. I got all 3 new slides completed on my power program, and that was what my power statement said. I was going to get all 3 of them done, period. And so I'm feeling pretty good about today's effort, especially as I go into Saturday. Okay, let me show you my to-do list for Friday. This is Friday. It says work on finishing lesson 1, video lessons, 3 more slides. Check the inbox, check the count, do the date with Kathleen. Done! Bam! There's done. Okay, today's to-do list had those things. The first task was work on finishing lesson 1 by getting those 3 more slides done. I also was able to pay those 2 bills this morning that I talked about yesterday. I was okay. I still had a day. I had lost track of things, but I called in and paid it and was done. So that's great. I hope that everything would be okay, and it was. I also added a book to my book list, and I added 2 more titles that came to me. My amigo has been very busy. They came to me with 2 more podcast series titles, so I'm excited about those. So things are coming together into my mind from those 2 amigos working all the time, and they're bringing stuff in the portal of my mind so that my product and service is coming together and lining right here in the world of the physical. It's so exciting. It's just exciting. Bam! Done! Anyway, let's go ahead and answer Croy's Get Honest with Yourself questions. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? The arm swings and then the up and high lows. Oh, I love the routine. Everybody should be doing that. Did you start your morning with power? It sure gives and infuses you with great power, especially that meditation of the mindfulness and the reading and exercises. Now I feel like I can own the day. Next, were you productive throughout your day? Yes. Did you get most of the things done that you wanted to get done? I did all my yellows and then some. So yes, I did. Did I move my goals forward? I did. Did you show up as the person you wanted to? I'll talk about that in a little bit. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Were you present? That's what I'm going to talk about here in just a minute. Croy summarizes the didn't go well questions as well as the did you answers to the questions that I just gave in this question. What was the one thing out of all the things you did today, Marty, that you know you could have improved on going forward? In other words, did you fail at anything today that you can turn into a tool of success? I think it was my last Friday video journal entry, in fact, when I mentioned I needed to call Kathleen for a date earlier in the week. Well, she beat me to it. She asked me this morning, you want to go on a date? And she asked if we could go to a movie tonight called Emma. And I said, absolutely. Of course I said yes. Well, she said, I said, when are you going to pick me up? I'm just kidding. Anyhow, she then said she was hoping to go see the movie Emma that came out today, was going to come out today. So both her and I had that to look forward to all day long. And also I knew that I had to get after things and get them done if I was going to get all 3 of these new slides done before the date time showed up when Kathleen got home from work. So the pressure was on. The failure I did or had today in my workaday day was in the fact that I could have made it more special than it was. was if I had gotten dinner ready for us early, and it was sitting there for when she came home. That way we could have eaten dinner and been ready to go to the early showing. But I seem to always have good hindsight as opposed to really good foresight. So I guess the tool of success, I can turn this delayed intelligence of mine into a better looking forward kind of thing, is to add to my Monday to-do list, not the Thursday one, but my Monday to-do list. I'm going to find some kind of cartoon of me with binoculars with the saying, do I see anything ahead that I can apply foresight to? I can call it Take a Dose of Foresight, to help me foresee things during the week that I can plan for better. And so I'm much more prepared to do that kind of thing. So I'm going to go looking for a cartoon that would remind me of that principle of foresight. The next question is, what was my biggest success today? Well, I think my biggest success today was being present for Kathleen the moment she came home from work. I came down my stairs pretty quickly and said, she's home! Made that declaration. I gave her a big hug with a little bit longer kiss than I normally do, and she didn't let go as quickly as either. I was ready to go to the movies with her and spend the entire evening with her, doing what she wanted to do and investing in her and being present for her. That, I think, was my biggest success for the day. Got those 3 things done, but that doesn't even hold water to the fact that our connections and our relationship is improving and strengthening and binding up even tighter. So that was my success for the day. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, of course I did. I watched my Why movie and my Vision movie, and tonight I watched the Emma movie with Kathleen, and she loved it. So a lot of movies today. Next is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? Well, the fact that I got all 3 slides done today sure made me feel successful, because I conquered the PowerPoint program. I'm learning the different kinds of features and becoming acquainted with them, and I am now skilled at knowing how to set things up so that they move here and they do that and they transition here and they come in at a certain time. It was great to learn that, and now I'm ready to do all the rest of the lessons. So I'm feeling quite successful about that. Next, Croy asked you to rate your day's effort. And so I gave myself a 9 today. I gave my effort today a 9. And that's because I almost was able to do more than I listed on my to-do list today, including being ready for when Kathleen came home. We went to the earlier showing and found out that the only seats available were way up in the front, first or second rows. And you'd be sitting like this looking at the movie, and we didn't want to do that. We never enjoyed doing that. And so we bought tickets for the 9:45 p.m. showing, because that was the next showing, and came home to relax here at home for a while. Kathleen decided to go ahead and take a power nap so she would be ready for her late showing and not be tired during it. So she took an hour and a half nap, and boy, was she ready to go. So I went and got myself dinner so that Kathleen didn't have to make any dinner, and she already had eaten her salad for dinner and that kind of thing. So I relaxed and watched a little news before it was ready to go to the show. So Kathleen and I ate a nice meal before we left, got a nap, and we were ready to go to the movies. The next question is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, Marty, but you'd still feel like a success, what would that one thing be? Now put it into a power statement for tomorrow. So my power statement for tomorrow morning is going to say this: I will get the next 3 slides done by the end of the day, period. You can say I'm focused on getting that lesson done. 3 slides here, 3 slides there, 3 slides there, 3 slides there, and all 12 slides or 13 slides are going to be done. I said I will get the next 3 slides completely built out and completed by the end of the day tomorrow, because I'm on a roll now, and the process, though it's been complicated and quite tedious at times, and especially when I'm having to learn and it's not working and pushing through things, it is getting so much easier to do. So I'm confident I'm going to get not only those things done, but it's going to start getting easier and easier as I have other lessons that I got to do the same thing to. So that's great. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for our Friday night date night. Like I said, for most of our married life of 44 years and counting, Kathleen and I have held Friday night as a sacred night for us, because it's our date night. In fact, our children, as they grew up, they came to learn that Friday was our date night, and many of the older kids were the ones that they have to offer up their Friday nights to us to babysit so that we could go and take our date and they could stay home. And we were their taxis all week long, and we took them to these things, and we had to let them do their Saturday nights and Monday nights and Tuesday, all those kind of things. So they gave up their Friday night. And not always for the whole night, but they just knew they didn't even have to ask. We were going to go on that that date, and that was our night. So it's nice that we're still doing that even to this day. Next, I'm grateful for entertainment itself. I say that because there are movie theaters around us, restaurants galore around us, and all sorts of places we can choose to find out and experience a little entertainment to help us take off the pressure we had all week long and set that aside and that chaos and really relax and have some fun time together and be present with each other. And so I love entertainment. And lastly, I'm grateful for my man bib that my mother made me before she passed away here a few months ago. I said that because even though I'm 65 now, I have this long bib that kind of covers up around my lap and all the way around my neck and my shoulders, and it looks like I'm wearing a tuxedo. It's blue and it has kind of a white shirt with a tie down the middle, and it keeps me from spilling on my shirt as I watch TV or I'm having a treat or whatever. Otherwise, I'd use a towel, and those don't look good at all, and they're not as fun. People looking at me, oh, that's a bib. I call it my man bib. Anyhow, I'm grateful for that. So there you go. I'm still living the dream, and I'm getting things ready to help the new beginner entrepreneur clients. I'm going to get as my new clients, I'm going to help them learn how to live the dream too. So excited about that. So I'll see you tomorrow night when I'll be right back here at this same time, at this same place. But until then, I wish you continued success. Good night.